Stampers, it's Gigi with Stamp FUNatics, and welcome to my week 7 of our 12 weeks of Halloween. I have today this cute little baker's box. This is new in our annual catalog, and they actually come like this and have a window in the top so you can see what's in the box. I'm just going to quickly build the box for you so you can see how easy it is. And if you want to have your treat show through, like, you know, a pretty iced, I don't know, cookie or cupcake, you could do that. But I don't know what I want to put in mine yet. I think it's going to be either a Halloween cookie or it might be some candy. I'm not really sure, but I don't want my recipient to see what's inside. So I have created today a belly band that will kind of hide what's inside there so you don't see until you open it. So what you're going to do with this is there's some slits right here. We're going to put these side pieces right down into those slits and pull our top front part or whatever piece around and then push them down into those slits like that so they lock in. That creates the front of our box. Then you just tuck in your sides, bring your back up and around, and you're going to tuck your side pieces inside your box. All right, just like that. And the only thing that will really stick out is going to be this little tab, which makes it easy for opening. But that's how easy they are to assemble. Okay, so today I'm using my Toil and Trouble Designer Series paper, and I'm using these little crazy leaping frogs. I just thought frogs and witches, they kind of all go together. And I'm just going to lay it over the top of my box and just come to the side and give it a good crease. And I am covering up that little window, if you can notice. Now, this piece is 12 inches long and measures 3 1/4 inches wide, which is enough to cover that. So I'm just going to go ahead and give it a crease there, and then I'm going to bring the other side. Let me just make sure I have it even, though. I'm going to bring the other side around, bring that tight, and again, I'm just going to crease it, and then come around and crease. And if you notice, I have a gap back here. They don't really match up. So what I want to do is I cut a little piece of our garden green, and I added another 3 inches, and that's to this 3 1/4 inch, and I just cut this piece 3. So I'm going to take my tear and tape. I'm just going to put some on one end, like that, because I do want a strong adhesive. And I'm just going to close that up. And I'm going to put my piece right on top of it. So let's make sure I have it going the right way. There we go. I'm just going to add that in there, and that gives me the extension that I'm going to need for this box. So when I pull this side up and around, it's going to fit right in there. So I'm going to take another piece of tear and tape. And this is the way you can stretch things if your boxes are a little larger than our designer paper, because 12 inches is it. We don't go any bigger than that, so you'll just have to adjust, and nobody's going to look at the bottom of the box as much as they're going to look at the cute top. So I'm just grabbing that tightly, creasing it in there, and now I've got my belly band. Okay? All right, let me change that, though, because I do want the tab to be the one that shows in the front, and I didn't really put that around right. Okay. Oh, wait, I want my frogs jumping towards me, so I'm a little particular in how I want it. So let's just, there we go. Now we've got it the way we want it. But you can see how easy that belly band is going to slide off and they can get into their goodies. Okay, so then the next thing I'm doing is I'm going to tie up some of our pretty ribbon. And this is our beautiful black ribbon that we have with the sparkles in it. And I'm tying it just like I would a package. I'm just doing the 4 corners. And this part, they will have to untie to get into their goodies, but it's okay. It just gives it a nice layer of sparkle on your package. So let's go ahead and cut that. And I'm going to go ahead and just tie that in a knot. This paper does have a little bit, ribbon has a little bit of an wired edge or whatever, so it does stand up nicely. So I'm just tying that tightly. And then this is a different way to tie off your ribbon. We always go at an angle. This time I'm going to do it like I used to do it when I did gift baskets. You just fold it in half. So when you cut it off towards the edge, you're going to get a nice little flanged edge like that. Let me show you a little closer. So I'm going to take this side too, and I'm just going to fold it in half and then cut it off towards the edge. And again, I'll get a nice flanged edge. Okay, so the next part we're going to do is we're going to stamp. So I have a little piece of Whisper White ink. And today I'm using the stamp set Cauldron Bubble with the matching framelits. This is a great set. I love having this in my collection. It has the cutest sayings, the cutest stamps, and I've just used these framelits a lot too to cut out the designer series paper. So today I have gone ahead and just cut out one of my cauldron. I picked the green hat again, and just to go with the green theme of the frogs. And so I'm going to be stamping today with Granny Apple Green. And I'm using the stamp set that says a Bubble Bubble, Toil and Trouble. And I'm not sure, let's see which way this is going to go. Let's see. Doesn't matter because I'm going to punch it out. All right, let's turn it around so you can see it right. There we go. And I'm going to cut that out with my 1 3/4 inch circle punch. All right, and then we're just going to layer. My next layer is going to be our black foil, and this is that beautiful shiny foil that I love. And I'm going to be using, for this layer, I'm going to use my 2-inch circle punch, and I'm just popping out a piece of that. And then for my last layer, I'm using some of that Granny Apple Green again, and I'm going to use our Starburst punch. And that'll make all of our layers. Okay, so the first time I just took my black foil and I'm adding snail. Just add a little bit and put it on. Okay. And then for this, because this is shiny, I'm using glue dots. I want something a little stronger. When you have something embossed or you have something you know, shiny, or you're using your glimmer paper, I like to use glue dots because it's a stronger adhesive. And I'm just going to put that right in the center there. Okay, now we can go ahead and add that to our box, and I'm going to use some of my dimensionals. Now I'm getting towards the ends here, so I'm starting to cut off some of my ends, but they work just as well. I use every bit of my dimensionals once the circles are gone. All right, and we're just going to pop that up right in the middle there. And then I'm going to bring in the Big Shot, and we're going to cut out these 2 pieces using our framelits from our set, which is that one, and let's see, the hat, that one. So let's do that. And these white boxes, you can turn any color you want. All you need to do is get your spritzer, and this is a spritzer, and you fill it up with rubbing alcohol and a few drops of whatever color you want your box to be. You can make it in orange, you can make it in green, any colors that you want to do. They're good for Christmas too. You can make them in red, green for Christmas, and they will take just a few minutes to dry because it is an alcohol base. Okay, but I decided for time's sake we're just doing white, and there's enough going on in the card with the colors and everything from this designer series paper that I thought it was okay to leave it white. All right, let's get that lined up pretty good there, and we'll just run that through. Now, if you run out of the designer series paper, we do have these stamps. All of the same things are right here. You can still do your hat, and you can still do your cauldron. Any of the stamps are here that are also on our designer series paper. So for time's sake, I'm using the paper, but like I said, if you have multiples to do and you run out of paper, you can go ahead and you can use your stamps and make more. All right, let's get rid of the shot, and we're ready to put this on our box. All right, so the hat, I just took a dimensional and I put it towards the bottom. Let me see if I need to cut a few more. I think I do. All right, I'm gonna peel that off and just put it towards the bottom of the hat. And I'm just gonna lay it sort of to the side, right of our saying. And then on this one, and this is what I'm doing, I'm just cutting different pieces of my edges on my, let's see, I want to do it right in the middle. And I'm going to place that kind of overlapping a little bit here on the bottom, but not on the ribbon. Okay, just like that. Let's move it over just a bit because I do want to add my glimmer dots. So I'm going to just stick that over just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, and then the last part I did was I added my glimmer dots. Okay, so I'm going to use some of our smallest purple ones. So I like to just put one in the middle. And let's see, that's not the smallest. Let's go over here. And then I go one to the left, try to line it up, and one to the right, and kind of space it about the same. And if I go a little too high like I did there, you can still shift them and move them around. You don't want to press them down real hard until you've got them right where you want them. And I think that one's good now. There we go. And that's our box. And then this ribbon, because it is wired, you can kind of give a little scrunch to it. And I wanted just to make sure that part was behind the hat so you can still see all the hat. But there's your box. Isn't that cute? And you can put a lot of treats in there. I mean, it's a pretty ample sized box. Let me see what it measures on the width there. It's a little over 2 inches, and across it's about 4 1/4. So it's a pretty hefty box there. You can definitely fit a huge cookie, like I said, some candy. You can do I don't know, treats, you know, Halloween treats and things like that. So that's our little Halloween week number 7. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to YouTube. Just hit the subscribe button. And you will be contacted by hitting the bell whenever I do my next video. You can also look back on my YouTube and see the previous ones. And to buy these products or to see what I used, you can just go over to my blog at StampFUNatics.com. If you need to order, you can order using this host code and I'll send you out a thank you. Thanks and have a great day.